Good morning, gang. Happy Wednesday morning, and the plot thickens. Well, another one of our favorite three-letter agencies is at it again, and inevitably to try to influence November. The mail-in ballot flu, more commonly known as bird flu or H5N1, is in the news again. A story out of the Epic Times overnight. FDA preparing for possible bird flu spread amongst humans. Okay, from the FDA commissioner. Yeah, okay. Kind of interesting. Every once in a while, this story pops up, and you know as well as I do that trial balloons have been sent up over the last couple of years of, what can we talk about? Let's talk about monkeypox. Nah, it didn't take off. People didn't care. Let's talk about this one or that one or whatever. And that didn't take off. And bird flu, all of a sudden, it's got a little bit of traction. So of all their trial balloons over the past couple of years, this seems to be the one they're going to go with. Now, the funny part is talking out of both sides of their mouths. The FDA is saying, we're working on testing and genetic sequencing so we can come up with shots for it. You know what I mean? Okay, this stuff. Got to watch the words. But, it's kind of interesting. Now, you get into the story, and of course they talk about it being in cattle. And I guess we have cattle in something like 36 states or whatever that have now been exposed to and supposedly have bird flu. Okay. Still, in the United States, we've had one case this year. So I wanted to go and take a look back and see how dangerous this is, okay? And if you go back for 20 years, since 2003, the worldwide cases of avian flu, there have been 889 cases worldwide in the last 20 years, 463 deaths. So you have a 52.1% mortality rate. Ooh, it's scary. Half the people that get this die, right? Okay. They love bandering that number out there. They don't bother to tell you the details, okay? The overwhelming majority of these cases are in Cambodia, Egypt, Indonesia, Vietnam, and China. So it sure seems to be a problem in Southeast Asia. Okay. You do whatever you want about what they eat in Southeast Asia and the hygienic storage of food. Okay. Wet markets come to mind. Remember the whole story we heard about a bat? Okay. So this is where we're going into. But I want to give you this. This is recent history worldwide of avian flu. In 2024, there have been 7 cases of bird flu. There's been a whopping 2 deaths. Okay, so far, half of the year, almost half the year. 5 of those 7 are in Cambodia. 2023, okay, just to give you an idea, the mortality rate this year is 28.6%. Last year, 12 cases, 4 deaths, 33%. Where were those cases? Majority of them in Cambodia. Okay. 2022, 6 cases, 1 death. You can't even say where the majority of cases are because countries have 1 and Spain had 2 cases. Okay, the 1 death, of course, is in China. Go back to 2021. There were 2 cases, 1 death. Okay, the 1 death was in India. So if you look at it, This decade, we've had a whopping 27 cases of bird flu, and we've had 8 deaths. We have more deaths on the roads in the United States, probably before you get to work this morning, than we have this decade from bird flu. But of course, they're going to start rolling this out. Again, conditioning. Like I was telling everybody yesterday about the article in the New York Times and the mortgages. Condition people to think that rent's okay. Condition people to think that H5N1 is a worldwide pandemic with a 50% mortality rate. This is, if you look past the numbers that they like to bandy out, okay, then you start to realize you're full of shit, okay? Oh my God, don't go anywhere where there might be pigeons. You might get bird flu. Stay out of the parks. Don't eat chicken. Don't eat duck. Don't eat turkey. Don't eat goose. You might get it. Oh my God, now it's spread to cows. Don't eat beef, even though the FDA has said milk, they've tested milk and beef and everything like that, and it's all fine. Don't freak out on me. They are testing cows for it before they cross state lines and stuff. That's good. Okay. But the narrative that is out there is what they are trying to push. Bet your bottom dollar that as we get closer and closer to November, we're going to start hearing more about, oh, you might want to wear a mask. Oh, you might want to social distance. Oh, you might not want to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden it'll be mid-October and we'll hear, well, mail-in balloting is going to come back because we don't want people congregating in large numbers in one area, right? You think about this. This will be really interesting again. By November, we're 2 months into the college football season? 100,000 people in a stadium? It's going to be real interesting to watch them, again, do this, because remember, they can't think past here. Oh, we don't want that many people at the polling places all at once. It'll be dangerous. But go yell FJB at, let's go Brandon at college football games. Get 100,000 people in Horseshoe or U of M Stadium or something like that, right? Yeah. It's all to forward a narrative. Should anybody be worried about this? No. Are we going to hear a lot about it? Yes. The one thing, and I mean, you guys know this. You probably have dealt with it too. I mean, last week I saw somebody in a store, I couldn't believe it, who still had a mask on. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they have it surgically implanted now and can't take it off, but really? Okay. But you bet that come later this summer, you're going to see more of that. You'll see the plexiglass go back up. You'll see the little dots on the floor again. And you'll see all the liberals panic, go, oh my God, right? It's a 50% mortality. Mm-hmm. Well, if we have 50% of the people die, I got a good idea which side could, where we could choose those 50% of the people from. We can get rid of the stupid people. We can get rid of liberalism. Period. Be a good idea. The world be a better place. But just get ready for it. A lot of you have said there's going to be no election in November, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just more of a wait and see type guy. But, there's going to be shenanigans, and they're already laying the groundwork for it. So just when you see it, just laugh at it. I mean, if the numbers tell you anything, right now, as far as we can tell, ain't nothing but a thing. Pinball out.